Let us start the session. Before I start, any query on the list topic? What we discussed in the last session? Any query from anyone on the list topic? What we discussed on the last session? Any queries? Any queries on the list topic? Anyone has any queries? No queries? Never has queries. Okay, let us go with the next part. We'll try to take some logics from the, we'll try to take some examples and logics. Try to understand this. Once again, I repeat the point. When do you go for a wrapper class? When do you go for a wrapper class? If a particular format of data I was frequently using, if a particular format of data I was frequently using, then define that format as a data type. If a particular format of data I was frequently using, define that format as data type. Now look at this. Now, I have a requirement like this. My requirement is I am going to create a form. Name, industry, I am going to enter the data, click on add, then display the data at the bottom, add it to the list. When I enter Wipro, banking, click on add that record to the list. Now, is it independent data types or all together one particular? Is it independent listings or all together is one record? All the three together is one record. They are not independent data types. They are not independent name separate, phone separate, industry separate. All together is a part of one. Then click on add, come back here. Again, I enter the data. Click on the add. So, now to achieve this, tell me what we need to do. Now tell me what we need to do. Can I take this as an account? Can I take this as an account? Right? Account ACC. ACC.name, ACC.phone, ACC.industry. If it is an account, what will be this list? If it is an account, what is this? List of. Am I right? Am I right? So what I'm doing, enter the account data, click on add, that account is added to list. Display them on the page. One more account, add it to the list. We are creating a new element, adding to the list, and list we are trying to display. Is that was clear? Now, all three together is one set. They are not independent. Name is not name, phone, industry, they are not independent. All three together belongs to one particular person. So it is a set, all together is one person. So there is a reason we are supposed to choose which of the existing classes are going to meet your requirement. So name for industry, already my account object is meeting this requirement. I will use account as data type. Is that was clear? Let me create this example now. Let me create this as an example. Now tell me what we are supposed to do. First, create Apex class. Create Apex class. Create Apex class. Public account. Public account ACC. Then I have public list of account. Public ACC equal to. Why? Because it's a null. I want to make it empty. Then I have accounts equal to this ID. Public void. When I say add me, accounts dot add. Is that was clear for everyone? A simple one. When you say add accounts dot add ACC, whatever the ACC is there, that is added to whatever the ACC is there, that is added to accounts. Now let us create a VF page. Then I'm taking page block section, input text, value equal to ACC dot account name, industry. We are given this. Apex input text, value equal to now. Let me create next one. Now I'm giving Apex page block table, value equal to what I want to display, accounts. Value equal to accounts. A is one account. Any query on this? Page block table is used for what? Page block table is used for what? Displaying a group of records. Apex column, value equal to A dot name. A dot industry. A dot industry. Then Apex column, value equal to A dot ready. Then we have Apex column, value equal to A dot. So whatever the data we are entering here, the data I was trying to display. Okay. Now save this. Then what I need a button. The moment I enter the data, I want the data to be saved. value equal to action similarly I'm giving one more button, command button, value equal to clear. So when I say clear, what I want to do, public void. If you want to remove all the elements, what we do? Accounts dot. This will remove everything from the list. This will remove everything from the list. Now there are some issues we are going to find here. Let us see how we are going to solve it. So first I had. Now look at the point. When there is no data, why I want the page block table to be displayed? Page block table should be displayed only when there is any data. When there is no data, no need of showing the table, right? So what I will do? Under this page block section, when accounts dot size is greater than, render this one when the size of the list is greater than 0. So go back here. Now the block is lost. Then I'm entering the data here. Click on add. We're getting the data. But after entering the data, this should be removed, right? After entering the data, this should be removed. Otherwise, how can I enter the next record? I enter the data. Once this is added to the list, I have to remove it. Otherwise, I cannot add a new one. So how can you remove it? I'm saying simply, after adding ACC equal to, I'm creating one more object. I created one more memory. I'm referring to that. That memory is what? Blank. So go back here. Then we have, when there is no data, don't display. That is the reason I told. Rendered when account dot size is greater than 0. When there are any elements in the list, then only display this. When there are any elements in the list, then only display this. When there are any elements in the list, then only display this. Once I enter the data, make that account as blank so that I can enter new record. Is that was clear for everyone? People have followed. So what I have done, created an account. I am adding that account to the list of accounts, displaying it. Anyone has any query on this code? Go through the code. Anyone has any query on this code? Go to the code. Right? Any query?
You are not specifying the data type, right? So how
This is the data type only, no? See, I guess same girl has asked me a question again in the last class. Data type doesn't mean only integer, decimal, string. There are different types of data types. Integer, string, all these are primitive. There are non-primitive. How many types of data types we have? So I have given what is the name of the page I have given? What are the different types of data types we have? Primitive data types. Now we are only considering primitive. This is one of the data type. What is the other data type? S object. What is that? Generic object. It can be an account, contact, customer, loan. What is the third type of data type? Collections. List, set, map. What is the fourth one? Objects created for user-defined Apex classes. Objects created for Salesforce-defined Apex classes. Enum, null. All these are what? There are 7 types of data types. You are only looking at this primitive. Right? I already discussed primitive data type, non-primitive, right? Now we already discussed about this. What did we discuss here? When I write account ACC, what is the data type? What is the data type? Account. ACC is what? Variable. Now what type of data type is this? Data type, non-primitive. Example EMP. What is the example? Data type. What is this? Non-primitive. We have discussed this format to explain what is a primitive. Now if you are only looking at this point, you are only looking at this point. This is not only the data type. We have other formats of data type also. That's what we have discussed here. Now Boolean, primitive. Blob, primitive. Decimal, primitive. Product info, non-primitive. Student, non-primitive. List of account, non-primitive. Right? So what is the data type here now? List of account. List is the type. What is the type of object we are taking? So the complete one is the data type. The complete one is the data type. List of account is the data type. That list of account is the data type. Account is the variable. Account is the data type. ACC is the variable. List of account. List of account is the data type. Account is the variable. Is that was clear? Right, Amma? Somebody from online?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, people are good with this example? People are good with this example? Okay. Now, let us see. People are good with this. Everyone has followed? Any query from anyone? So, unable to understand your expressions. Followed or not followed? Right. Now, let us look at this format. I want to make a same type of requirement. But this time I want to take last name, first name, city, phone. I want to collect the student data. I want to collect student data. This is the student data what I want to collect. The data, once I enter the data, click on add, it is added to this is the student data. Once I click on add, the record should be added to list. Now, do you have any student object with us? I don't have any student object. If you have a student object, we will take a student object. Let us assume if we have a student object, then what it will be? Student underscore C. Right? I don't have any, okay. Let us make it. I have a student object. Let us say that you have a student object. What are the fields we have? Last name. So, there is some object which is meeting your requirement. There is some object existing in the database which is meeting your requirement. Right? So, already I have a class called object called student. Every S object is referred with the Apex class. So, there is a predefined standard S object called student underscore C. Right, boss? Now, create the requirement for this. Everyone create the Apex class. Everyone create the Apex class. Now, whatever the data I am entering, when you click on add, that should be added to the list. Due to the space, I am taking a shortcut names. First, create the Apex class. First, create the Apex class. How many variables you require? How many variables? How many variables you require? How many variables you require for this? One variable for creating one record. That record should be added to list. So how many variables you require? Two variables. One is single student, another one is list of student. One is single student, another one is list of student. So start creating this. Create an Apex class, everyone. First, create an Apex class, create variables, create Apex class, create the variable. Now, list example 2. Now, first I should have student object. Now, if I want to show that example, I need to suppose to have one student object, because we are considering that the student is already existing, right? Let me make a drag and drop model to build it faster. Then what are the fields I had? Last name, first name. Now I'm considering that the data is already existing. There is an object which is already existing. Then we have last name, first name, then I have city, phone. I have an object. Create a tab. Create a tab for it. Now, create a tab for it. Setup. Create tab. Now, how do you access it now? Go back to the object. Public. So already table was existing. For the table, there is a predefined Apex class. Now I have list of right. Now what is the value of that std? Is it a null or blank? Is it a null or empty? It is a null. List is what? It is a null. So first we are supposed to assign the public list example. Then now we have what is the data type in this case? List of student is the data type. For std, what is the data type? Student underscore C is the data type. When you click on add, element, you're adding students dot add std. Then I need to give new memory. This is how we have created. Now, how you design the VF page? How you design? Now, in the code wise, any issue with this code? Everyone has followed this code, right? Previous example, I have taken a standard object. This example, I am taking a custom object, right? Any issue with this code? Clear for everyone, right? Now, VF page. I hope no one has query on this example, right? No one has query on this code, right? Okay. Now, command button. Then again, I'm going with page block section. Then what is that? std dot This is what I have taken. Right. So first, what is the preview? This is how we received. Last name, first name. So here I want to give columns equal to 1. Then next page block section is for what? Apex. Rendered. When I want to display this, students dot size greater than 0. If there are any records in this, then render it. Now re-render, refresh page block. When I click on the button, refresh the page block. Then I'm going with Apex page block table. Page block table value equal to value equal to a dot email. Now I'm displaying this. So there's a bug here. What is the bug? Student invalid field called email. I think there's no email field. Okay. This is how we got it. Have a preview. This is how I'm getting it here. Right? I hope you got my point. This is clear, right? Now I want to customize this requirement. Let us see. This is clear for everyone, right? Everybody has followed this. Now what is my requirement is, let us look at the requirement. Standard object we have seen, custom object we have seen. Now I want to go for combination. Now my requirement is, I want to have a page where this is account, contact. Let me make it short. Last name first. Now when I click on add, that should be displayed in the block. It should be displayed in the block. How they should be displayed? How they should be displayed? First, let me take an example. It should be displayed like name, phone, okay. Now, account and contact together is one record. Account and contact together it is one record. Account alone I am not taking, contact alone I am not taking. When I say one record, it is a combination of one account and one contact. Now tell me, how do you create the data type? Already we have account, I can take it. Already we have a contact, we can take it. But I want one account, one contact as single record. Now every record will be combination of one account, one contact. Second record, one account, one contact. Third record, one account, one contact. Now, if it is only accounts, I can take account ACC. If only contact CON I can take. But I require combination of one account, one contact. Then how will you achieve it? So, whatever the format of data you are looking for, that format of data is not available in Salesforce. Then what I should do? The format of data you are looking for, that format of data type we don't have. Then we are supposed to create wrapper class. Create your own data type, which will have one account and one contact. Create your own data type, which will have one account and one contact. Are you clear about this? Am I clear? Start doing this now. Done. Right. Got my point? So here in this case, account we have taken, contact we have taken, is good. Separately we have taken. But here the point is, we need the combination of one account and one contact, but there is no standard data type which is available. Then we are supposed to create our own data type, then use it. How do you create your own data type? Wrapper class. How do you create? Wrapper class. So create a wrapper class called account info. Then what type of data we are going to take? List of Did you find out why I have gone for wrapper class? Did you understand why did I go for wrapper class? First, create a wrapper class, everyone. We had public account ACC, public. Now, what is that ACC? It's a null. CON, null. So, if you want to use them, what should I do? You have to allocate the memory first and use it. Now, account info is a wrapper class. Then what I was doing, first, the concept is clear. Why did I go to wrapper class? Did you follow that? We have a data type called account. We have a data type called contact. But we don't have any data type which will take one account and one contact. If I don't have the required data type, I can create my own data type. How can you create your own data type? Like a wrapper class. Right, Amma? Next. Public list of this is list of account info. List of account info is a data type. Account info is a single record. Right. Then what should I do? Public. Try to understand the point. maybe slightly confusing, but try to understand this. Accounts equal to list of, then AC equal to new account info. This is very common example we have done till now, right? Assign the memory for list, assign the memory for AC. Is that AC is account? No, right? It is what? Account. It is a account info. It is a wrapper class. AC is a wrapper class. In the wrapper class, what we have? AC dot ACC equal to. If I want to use ACC from the account info, if I want to use ACC, what should I do? Allocate the memory. AC dot CON equal to, this is list. This variable in the wrapper. This is the variable in the wrapper. That variable is a reference variable. That variable is a reference variable. Suppose if I have something like this, public boolean, then no need to assign the value here. I will not assign AC. Okay, AC dot flag equal to true or false. It is a primitive. If it is a primitive, I can take straight away. Okay. If it is a primitive, I can take straight away. But this ACC is not primitive. If I want to use this, what should I do? ACC equal to new account. Or else what I can do to reduce the burden, I can also do like this. Account info. If I give it like this, then no need of writing here. AC equal account info. When I say AC equal account info, automatically this account info came. Constructor will run assign the memory for ACC, assign the memory for CON. Either you have to do it here or you have to do it here. Any one you have to take it. Are you clear about this example? So now I am interested to assign this. So you given AC dot. So people who have query on this, still anyone has a query on this? Line number 7 and 8, let me know. Line number 7 and 8, am I clear with that? 7 and 8, clear with this? Till the line number 6, last two examples we have done the same. Line number 5 and 6 we have done the same. Now extra point it has come AC dot ACC, because ACC was a reference variable. If you don't assign AC dot ACC, what will happen? It's a null. It's a null. It is a null. You cannot assign a value to a null. You cannot assign a value to a null. That's why AC dot ACC equal to new account. AC dot CON equal to new contact. These two lines are clear. It is a reference variable. Before we use, we have to that's why I have given AC dot ACC equal to, right, Ma? Now, what we are going to do? This is what I create. Now, let us go to the next one. Create a VF page. Create a VF page to meet up the requirement. Then I'm giving here control equal to contact. Now let us see how do you refer it. Apex page block. How do you take it? Apex input text value equal to AC dot. In AC, what we have? Account info, ACC. In AC, there is a variable called ACC. In that ACC, there is a variable called. So how you take it? In the account wrapper, there is a variable called ACC. That variable ACC has. Similarly, I have one more section. AC dot CON dot command button value equal to add action and element. Already we have done this example. Adding the element to the page block, adding the element to the list, trying to display. We already done this. Then I'm trying to add Apex page block table. Apex page block table value equal to of course column value equal to, in the A we have ACC, in the ACC we have value equal to this is what I said. When is the page block you want to display? Render this only when there are records. Have a preview. We had account, contact, Wipro, now in my requirement, account and contact together is, so there is an issue here. What was that? Render PB rendered when account dot size is because I only refreshing page block because I have taken two separate blocks. Entire page has to be refreshed. This is how we are getting. Now, when I say my record, one record is a combination of account and contact. Both together is one record for me. When I am trying to display one account and contact together, I am going to display a single row. One row for me is a combination of account and contact. I don't have any predefined data type called data type, which will take one account and contact. There is a reason I have created a wrapper class. There is a reason I have created a wrapper class. Now look at the code in this. If anybody has any query, let us make it this. Let us discuss. No? Let us do one thing. Let us try this example from your end. Create a wrapper class. Account info with one contact, one account, and one Boolean value. Create a wrapper class, account info with one account and one Boolean variable. First complete this. Create a wrapper class, account info with one account and one Boolean variable. First, create a wrapper class, all of you. First, complete this. Then, how did you create? Public class account info. Public right. Create a object for this wrapper and assign the value. Create a object for the wrapper. Create a object for the wrapper and assign the value. Create an object and assign the value. Have you assigned echo? Account info. Then what are you supposed to do? AI dot, what is the variable? Then how do you define AI dot ACC dot name? AI dot flag equal to people have followed this example. Let us take one more. Create a wrapper class, contact data with one contact, age, create a object for the complete the second example. Any queries from your end on the first? Anybody has any query on the first example? Everyone has followed? Please do not copy, Amma. If you not follow, let me know. I can take a couple of examples. Don't copy. Make an attempt of writing.
Yes, Satish.
Yes.
So if we are referring that wrapper class in the page, so do we need to assign the get set to the variables of the
Exactly.
wrapper class?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Make an attempt of writing. Don't copy, boss. Make an attempt of writing. Complete the second example. First, create a wrapper class. Public teacher age, public string email. This is how I created. Now create an object for it. How do you create an object? Contact data, data equal to contact data. Then you say data dot CON equal to data dot CON dot. In the contact, what we have last. You need to know what fields are there in the object first. Now when I say contact object, in the contact object what fields are there you have to know. Then only you understand the programming. So whatever the objects are there frequently, account, contact, opportunity, go to the object and see what fields are there. Go to the object and see what fields are there. Data dot age. Why I am taking that directly age like this? Because they are primitive variables. Because they are primitive variables, we are referring to them directly. They are primitive variables, so we are referring to them directly. Right. I hope you are clear with this. Right. That's all from my end for the day. Try to take some examples and practice on this. 1 minute, Amma. Try to take some examples on this. The formatting of got it? Right. Try to take some examples of similar type. Practice it. Any other queries from the classroom people? Any other queries from the classroom people? Right. That's all from my end for the day. Yeah. Yes, online, go ahead. What is your query? Yeah, online, go ahead. What is your query?
Yeah, Satish, in second example, you have created the object for contact data. And in next line, data.con.
For this class, I have created an object. So in this object, what we have? Data.con, data.age,
Yeah.
data.email.
So we are taking this data.con equals to new contact because we are referring the contact class. That's why
we are creating an object for this class, Amma. Contact data is the class, right?
That we created in first line. Yeah, we created this object, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, in next line.
Now, data. I want to refer to this variable. What is the C1? Is it a primitive or reference?
Okay.
The reference. So I give you
reference.
If it is a reference, we have to assign the memory. No. Why did you assign this memory here? Because it's a reference.
Yeah.
C1 is a reference variable, so I create a new contact. This is for the class. This is for the contact. This is for the class. First, if we create an object for the class, in this object we are referring to CON. Got it, Amma? First create for the class, then create for the object. Right. Any other queries?
Satish, I have one small question.
Go ahead, Amma.
So actually, I'm playing around with this page block table. So I have created these 2 pages. First page has the page block table of records with a download button, So when I click the download button, so all the records will be downloaded in the second page. So the problem is I'm not getting the control back to the parent page from the second page.
Now, once you download, give a page reference.
So I have tried the page reference, but it is not working. So
Now, how are you downloading? They're giving it in the VF page. Content type. No, it's not the format.
Okay.
Content type, the VF page is getting downloaded. You have to convert them into blob and download.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
सर मैं रेफर क्लासेस में अगर अकाउंट इक्वल टू न्यू अकाउंट ले लूंगा उसके बाद
अगर सीधा दिया तो इधर बाहर देने की कोई जरूरत नहीं।
हाँ, ये पेज में आप जैसे दे रहे हैं ऑब्जेक्ट में जैसे ac.account.something तो ये ac देना नहीं पड़ेगा।
नहीं,
इनपुट टेक्स्ट इक्वल टू
देख पहले बिल्डिंग में आना, आप आने के बाद क्लास में आना, क्लास में आने के बाद मेरे से बात होगा। तो सीधा क्लास में नहीं जा सकते ना, तो कैसे आएगा आपको? बिल्डिंग में एंटर होना, बिल्डिंग एंटर होने के बाद क्लास में एंटर होना, उसके बाद मेरे से बात होगा। तो एक एसीसी कहाँ पर है? तो उनको रेफर करना है ना, तो वो प्रॉपर क्लास में एसीसी, सीधा आप एसीसी नहीं लिख सकते। ओके, क्योंकि एसीसी इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं था, एसीसी है पार्ट ऑफ द रैपर क्लास। ओके, और रैपर क्लास में कोई एलिमेंट को यूज करना है तो पहले रैपर क्लास को ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करो। ओके, ऑब्जेक्ट के पास देन इनर एसीसी, इसके बाद स्ट्रक्चर आउटर इनर सब इनर। ओके, कल रहता 12:30।
Hi Jagdish, I have a question.
Memory create చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు నేను నీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ టేకింగ్ एक बार इंप्लीमेंट करो। ओके, इंप्लीमेंट करो, उसके बाद ओके